Welcome and good morning to another edition of the Friday Morning Commute. This is your host, Rovin Doug. Again, still at home. More information on that to come. But for right now, let's go ahead and get started with this week's Curious and Curios seller, Xur. Good morning, Mr. Davey Nash. So this week, we have from Xur, week 18, the Legacy Heavy Weapon Engram. Not much. Just doing my Friday Morning Commute live show. So, let's keep it on. So we've got the Legacy Heavy Weapon Engram, Exotic Engram from Xur. As always, remember, Legacy weapons will only give you a Year 1 Exotic. So if you don't have a Year 1 Gallarhorn, this is the best way to get it. They do not unlock Year 2 or Year 3 Exotic weapons unless there is a equivalent from a Year 1. So I guess you could, with the Year 1 Gallarhorn, unlock the Year 2, but probably I still have to do the quest or something. I haven't really dug too deep into the whole unlock Year 1, get a Year 3 by buying it. Now for the Titans, we have the Helm of Inmost Light. For Hunters, we have the ATS/8 Arachnid Helmet. For the Warlocks, we have the Obsidian Mind Helmet. Nova Bombs upon Nova Bombs galore. And then for everyone, we have the Mida, or the Mida, depending on how you pronounce it, multi-tool. Out of this week's pick, I would say the multi-tool is probably the one that most people will get if they don't already have it. This week, Xur is selling 3 of coins again. It looks like they've kind of sorted out most of his inventory issues, though we may see them crop up from time to time. Programming can be a pain in the rear. Now, switching gears, we're going to look at this week at Bungie. On Tuesday, they released a hotfix to fix the issues that were released with the Dawning. There weren't many that were noted. Mainly, the biggest one that I ran into was the issue with patrols, and that really wasn't too bad. You just, if they weren't dropping, you just drop the patrol and go on. It was slightly frustrating, because I probably spent about 10 minutes going, why is this not working? But, with that being said, they should be working now, and as a bonus, we have Iron Banner, which is fun. Now, one thing that, as a longtime Destiny player, we're slightly curious about is what's next. And apparently it's not Crimson Days. If you've read the weekly update, Crimson Days will not be making a return. That makes me kind of sad. I enjoyed it. However, I am perfectly content with waiting for perhaps more expansive content, something around March or April that has more substance than just a week-long PvP event. So we shall see what that will be within the coming weeks. Now, along with that next update, I can foresee that we'll probably have a balance patch around the same time, since they tend to be released in tandem. With that being said, the balancing team is looking at a way to bring firearms of all calibers back into popularity. They know that the shotgun dominates the PvP realm, especially the Matador 64, and instead of nerfing them to the ground, they want to balance them out. So I'm seeing buffs to other weapon types, maybe increased range on a few other special weapons, some more work with primaries to bring them back into balance, bring them back into popularity. I was running a low rate of fire auto rifle, and I felt like I was scout rifle people, except I was only doing like 20 damage from halfway across the map. So it was fun. I enjoyed it during my Iron Banner play, but I can definitely see why other people are tend to prefer the higher rate of fire auto rifles and or other guns. Welcome to everyone who's joining. Now, with that being said, we are still doing the Bungie Bounty Days. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 more days until the 10th of February when it will finish. They're only happening during the week, so this makes it harder for people on the weekend who only have time on the weekend to participate. However, they're wanting to make this a weekly habit, so that's one of the nice things is if you don't have a chance during this spread, you'll perhaps have a way to open up your calendar, find your one person to destroy, and then have a chance as long as you can get matched up with them and destroy them. Now, on a long enough timeline, everyone on the planet will have a chance to hunt down a designated mark in their neck of the woods. Then we'll start looking for candidates on the moon. It could happen. Love Deej. He's funny. Then just some Destiny Operations Center reports on what to do about bans. You can't do much. And then the movie of the week, as always, they're fun to watch. Congrats to those who got selected, and the honorable mentions, always a great time to see. Now this week's Iron Banner, as I have mentioned previously, where did it go? Is all about rocket launchers and sidearms. I've not gotten any of the sidearms this time. I've gotten like 4 titanium orchids, which is a rocket launcher, in memory of Yolder. I haven't gotten any of the armor except boots. I've gotten like boots twice. But it's always fun. Clash is a good change of pace versus Rift versus Control. It's nice to have the Control objective, but kill a man's works as much as anything. That will finish the next Monday, or really early Tuesday at the end of reset, and then we will lay in wait for the next content infusion into Destiny. Now, with that being said, I personally have a few fun things going on. I'm working on a YouTube series for those who are interested in the Skyrim Special Edition to watch. I managed to pick it up as a Christmas gift and want to share it with you guys. I'm really excited to share it. Making sure that I can have my audio kind of all sorted out before I start releasing them, so I can be like in bold in the description. Audio will be better by episode X, and I think we're getting there. I've got a few more things that I want to try to get accomplished before that point in time. I'm on, question was if I'm on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. I'm on both. I've played on Xbox One the majority this week. I'm trying to complete my SRL portion of the Dawning race book, and I've got like 5 races left. It's been exhausting racing myself 5 times, every time, but almost there, almost done. I'm excited about it. Now, I do have some good news on the job front. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes or any of the status updates on Twitter, the company that I work for is going under. I was released at the end of the year, which was a month later than most people were, so that was a bonus on my side. I've got a part-time position that should be starting this next week. As soon as they can formalize paperwork, they're under a bit of a crunch, so they're trying to get that taken care of before they bring me on. And then I've got a full-time position interview in Pennsylvania, a small town northeast of Pittsburgh, coming up on February 2nd and February 3rd. So I'm hoping to do a formal Friday morning commute for that, or on the way to that job interview. I'm excited. I get to go with the chief technology officer from my previous job. We're both going up and being interviewed at around the same time, so we're sharing flights, sharing hotels, sharing a car. I'm really excited because that means I don't have full responsibility over everything, which makes me happy. And my wife is also looking to do a couple things, small business things on her side, so we're excited. There's possibilities of things brewing, and just gotta make sure everything lands in place. And the kids behave, that's always important. Now, there's not much else to say. Destiny is getting slightly dry, but that always seems to be the point. Is starting the new year after a expansion releases, everybody's burned through the content. We don't have much more to do, so hopefully you'll keep things fresh and interesting with your friends. But Destiny is a community game, so being able to interact with the community, being able to have fun with them, that's what's important. And hope you guys have fun. If you need to, as always, take a break. There's other games out there. Warframe's another one that's got a good amount of content, decent grinding from what I can tell. The Division has become popular recently. The 1.4 update brought things back into alignment better. And I'm really excited to maybe try that at a later date. I have it on both consoles as well. But as always, let's close out with what Xur has, and then I will see you all next week. Again, he's got the exotic legacy heavy weapon engram. Hope you guys will remember that that's only for a year 1 exotic. So if you're missing the year 1 Gallarhorn, pick up a few of these, decrypt them, see if you can get it. You cannot get a year 2 or year 3 exotic from these engrams. However, if you get a year 1 that has a year 2 or year 3 equivalent, you should be able to unlock them by purchasing them from the exotic weapon curios. Now, for Titans, we have the Helm of the Inmost Light. For the Hunters, we have the ATS/8 Arachnid Helmet. And for the Warlocks, we have the Obsidian Mind Helmet. For everyone is the Mida or the Mida Multi-Tool. Depends on your definition. As always, if you've enjoyed watching, feel free to check this out on YouTube later. I'm going to try to release it sometime around noon Eastern, depends on how processing goes. You can also find me on other avenues of interest. Find me on Twitch, find me on Twitter, all under the same username of Rovin Doug. I try to keep my internet stuff under that username. That way it's easier to find. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful start to your weekend. And thanks again for stopping by. Eyes up, Guardians. Bye.